Good morning and greetings from Northumberland. And we're here on the coast. We're even told that there's a possibility of a little bit of rain this afternoon. We shall see. Today the church commemorates John Keble, one of the founders of the Oxford movement, that movement to reform and restore the Church of England to its Catholic roots, and the author of the great hymn New Every Morning Is the Love Our Waking and Uprising Prove. But I'm not going to talk about him. I want to talk about the Gospel today from Matthew chapter 11 verses 28 and to 30. Come to me, all you who are weary and are carrying heavy burdens, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy, my burden is light. It's one of those readings we often read at night prayer at Compline, and it's a reading that gives hope. As I read it today, I thought of another passage in Romans chapter 8. If God is for us, who can be against us? What Jesus seems to be saying, what St. Paul seems to be saying, is that in God, in Christ, we have a secure place. Not a place that will mean that none of the difficulties of our lives happen, but that in God and in Christ we find comfort, peace, hope, and that in God and in Christ we can be restored and renewed. David Bentley Hart, the Orthodox theologian, talks about God's attitude to sin and suffering and death. And he says this, let me find the quote: sin he forgives, suffering he heals, evil he casts out, and death he conquers. There is a regal and a relentless and a miraculous enmity to the evils of our world. And that is the hope for all of us who turn to Christ and seek to take up Christ's yoke. That on a cosmic level, the power of God is already made clear, and that we as humans, as Christians, need to appropriate that in our lives. Sin he forgives, suffering he heals, evil he casts out, and death he conquers. If God is for us, who can be against us? Come to me, all you who are weary and are carrying heavy burdens, and I will give you rest. May God bless the people of Ukraine in a long and difficult and bitter struggle. May God bless us all, and may God help us to share the yoke, the love of Christ with those around us.